Coming up in this episode, I do a little finger dance with the car. And it escalates into something a little more intimate. The car seemed to enjoy it. Things get a little weirder. My relationship with the car is getting way too serious.
Hey, you know what? I have a camera on a thing to look up under the thing.
Things get weird again.
All right, we got some lubricant silicone.
We have a camera mishap. And it doesn't take long for things to get back to normal. Time to start working on this. If you missed the last video, we created a list with everything that's wrong with it and we gotta fix it through this winter's events. So if you missed that video, maybe I'll put a link up above or at the end of the video and you can check that one out. For now, what is it? You're supposed to start with the hardest things first. Hardest things was polarity on the pressure, oil pressure. That's taking the dash apart, but not feeling that one. Mounting the mirrors underneath, it's dash, hard place to get. I'm not feeling that one either. Fix the windshield wiper. That's probably the easiest one, but let's start with that.
All right, sorry about all the car noise. Got the door open behind you guys, and I was just pumping up the car and noticed it's creaking as I put it up. You guys tell me if it's coming from here. I think it's coming from this area, not from up there. Let's see if you guys can hear it. Is it coming from up there? I don't think so. Yeah, things like that. The other reason I like it up is take the load off the tires.
Fast forward a couple days later, thought I'd take a peek at it.
Oh boy, that's tight. Wheels off the ground right now, just so you know. Yeah, it's tight. Look out. She's stiff. Yeah, there's no movement there. So that bushing's fine. It looks fine too when you look at it. Oh, something, is there a piece of stone in there or something? Just a little bit of rubber hidden on this side, so probably lubing it'll do it. All right, we got some lubricant silicone. Not joking, see, that's what it actually says. Yeah. Welcome to Canada. For you guys that aren't Canadian, we have to take French in high school. And you have to pass. I did. 51%. I think more was going on me. Coming your way again. Alright, we'll leave that. If I remember right, this weekend was winter tire changes, which means I gotta take this all down anyway, so thought I'd lube it, this one, just this one alone, because what I can do is lower it down tomorrow when I go and change all the tires and see if it still squeaks tomorrow. Blasting in my eyes.
Probably could have used that in the intro.
Let's see if we can hear the noise.
I did put it back up after doing the tires.
I'm hearing a little bit over here now. Nothing there. We're all good. Oh. I don't think it's this one, but we'll do it anyway. The general cleanup will be for another day, but it's good for now. It's probably going to solve our problems. When I look, the tolerances in here for the arms to the where they come to the mounts, they're pretty close. So it could be just that too. A little bit of deflection. I don't know. Silicone's doing it, so it doesn't seem any extra play in the bushings, so I think we're fine. Working on this. Actually, what I was trying to do is check if the play in this is more or growing over the years. And I always remember it moving. But what I was worried about is it digging into the fiberglass here. But it's really hard to see, but I think there's a bushing under there that's been run through. You can't tell from the bottom side because, as you can see, there's a plate up in there. The mechanism for the motor is all behind it, so you can't really tell. Going by this, I can just see the ring of a bushing or something that's been painted over there. And it's a solid hit when I go up and down. So I think it's sleeved with some kind of bushing, and then that's why the gap is in there, just to give it play so it can rotate, because this whole thing does move with the wiper as it goes up and down. Hey, you know what? I have a camera on a thing to look up under the thing. Peek. How do you work these bloody things? That's got to be it right there. Okay, it's all up. It's got to be it, right? What we got? Here we go. Yeah, maybe see if we can get a half turn on that. Alright, let's see if I can find it. Get something on it. That seems a little better to me. Yeah, that's better. I didn't want to get it too loose and then start wobbling out that bushing that's in there, sort of thing, so that should be good. There's still lots of movement in it. Should be fine. Leave that in there. I think they just poured the loogie on it. Well, looking at our CV boot, it seems to have dumped a bit more grease, so I think I'm gonna have to do a little replacement, not repair, which is fine. It just means undoing from the transaxle, getting the nut off back here, and can't remember if I have to take any more apart to get it out or not, but we'll find out. Only like 8 more. See if this got enough juice. I don't know if it will. I remember that's at like 200-ish foot-pounds, if I remember. Now let's just wrestle it out. There she's coming. There we go. If I get it up over that way, I might be able to pull it back enough to get it out. Remember, I did that so I could put it back in. Alright, so this is our problem boot. Let's see if we can see this problem. First thing I noticed is it's pretty squashed in. Don't know if I set it up that way or it's just where it moved to, but I don't want to. I got grinders and stuff that would do it, but I don't want to slip and make a cut in there, and that's not what the problem really was and mislead me. So there's my fix, I think, from a few years ago. It's not leaking from there. I think that's some silicone or ATV I put on it. It's not the problem. It's over here. I can hear the air coming out of here. It's not quite through there yet. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, it is. There's our hole. Okay, new CV boot. I can see some part numbers here. It looks like they're both sides of the same brand. It looks like Rockford. Yeah, Rockford. This part number is 815-10BD. This is our issue with the spring. Right now, I can take it, I can move it back. So when it's on, it's there. This isn't really enough force to push it back. And like I was saying earlier, I think when this got heated up when Blake was welding back there. So I think that's what caused it to lose its tension. So I remember putting this space in here way back just to kind of help make it work, because it's dragging a bit. I can feel it getting a little warm. And then on the hub, and I also know it's not clicking inside, so it's not making the full movement. So get that off of there. There we go. Oops. That came off. That means that'll come off. And this will come off. Anything else in there? Nope. Still looks good. Just gotta find another one of them. See where it's spring's gonna tie. I believe it was all like this before. So, all right. What I realized is this is on a bracket. This bracket can come off. So I'm just taking it off. And this is got nuts there, so I can readjust it down to where I need it. And just basically bolt her up from there. Let's take this off. Make it easier to get through this anyways, and I gotta clean this, so. Hold on, see what happens. Got no click up here. Still dragging a bit. So my thought is to pull this back and put the spacer in over there.
We moved the spacer over to the other side, and we did do a test pulling the parking brake on and off. Worked fine. So now I know there's nothing wrong up in the under the seat where the handbrake gets pulled on. Everything's fine there. We just need to get the right spring size and everything will work well if I clock that bracket to the proper place for the handbrake. So I gotta find a spring. And unlike the CV boot, I've bought them before. Never bought a spring before. So I got some learning to do. Hey, I don't upload on the regular, so if you guys want to see this, make sure you subscribe. I know 90% of you haven't subscribed, so click that button, subscribe, and then you'll know when I put one out, because I don't do it on the regular. See ya!